Hey everyone, this is Antonio from Buckeye Nation, bringing you another war recap. So we just got out of war with the Bears, if you've ever seen the SNL skit. So they're a level 11 clan, they're quality opponent. They have 315 wins, so that gives us our second war in the past 4 or 5 wars where we had a 300 plus win clan. Great group over there. We went over afterwards, a couple of us, and said good job. Real nice guys over there. But I'm going to bring you some replays. So, on their number one, it's an anti-3 base. We had our number 16, the very kind guy, attack it and just go for a 2-star on it, so we can use some of our top attacks on their lower 11s and Town Hall 10s to clear those out. So Spain, or the very kind guy, we call him Spain, is a Town Hall 9.5. So he's going to start the attack off with Giant for distraction and 6 Hogs on this corner here. And he's going to do that to get extra percentage. There's no real other reason behind it. It's pretty great timing too, how they take out this archer tower exactly as the last Hog dies. That final mortar killed it. Then he's going to drop some minions here because there's no defense is capable of taking down air troops. So minions are perfect. They don't take up much troop space. And he's able to take out probably about 10% just doing stuff like that. Time isn't really an issue on this attack because he's clearly not going to be able to 3-star this base. So he's able to take his time. I'm going to fast forward a bit till he drops his Archer Queen, which he does here, and starts an Archer Queen walk on this side. And then he's going to drop his main kill squad at about 2 o'clock. So he drops his Rage spell there, obviously to protect his, let me slow that down, his Archer Queen from dying off. She's very important to get the extra percentage. And his main kill squad consisting of his Barbarian King, some Valkyries. I think he had one Golem in the front for distraction, and then a bunch of bowlers behind it. Because this is an anti-3 base, which it's not necessary for an anti-3 base, but the Town Hall was exposed somewhat off-center towards one side, so he's able to access it pretty easily. Does a great job here. Takes out a good chunk of the core, and his Archer Queen was able to swing around before she finally got finished off. Next attack I'm going to bring you down was by No Mercy. No Mercy's a newer member for us. He's only been with us for probably 5 or 6 wars, I believe, and he's been very impressive. We actually picked him up off of a clan that we beat previously, and he's probably getting us at least one 3-star per war against a max or near max Town Hall 11. So he's going to start off with a bowler walk on the corner here. 2 healers behind a set of 3 bowlers. He's going to take out some corner perimeter structures here so that his main core group of bowlers will go center. And you can see the healer that were at the 3 o'clock side are going to follow the main group, which is what he's going to want to happen, and not continuously stay on the right and bottom side. So he engaged his Warden ability as soon as the Eagle Artillery was firing off its bombshells just before they landed, which was great timing. And these bowlers initially weren't really being used at all by anyone for the most part, but after reducing their space to 6 slots as compared to 8, they've become very beneficial now. So he's going to have a group of healers following the south side here with his Barbarian King, and they're going to keep him alive, while there's a handful up top following the Archer Queen. And he's able to take out all the air defenses pretty quickly on this base, so he got all his healers to stay alive for it. Just going to fast forward. He smoked this base pretty well. Next attack, I'm going to bring you down to Bob. He is our Town Hall 10.5. He attacks straight across. I think we had a 1 base advantage to them with Town Hall 11s. Bob doesn't have any Eagle Artilleries or any higher defenses, but he does have a Max Warden, which is very useful, as you can see. So he's going to start off with the Queen Walk on the bottom side. Used a couple minions and a Valkyrie or two for funneling purposes. And he beats this space really quickly. You can see the timer's at like a minute 20 right now. And I think at the beginning of it, it was only at like a minute 50 or so. So he's going to fly through this space. Fast forward a bit. There we go. So now he drops his bowlers. Has the Warden right behind him. And he's going to time the ability perfectly right when the loons are directly above it, so they can't really do any damage on the bowlers, and the Archer Queen is able to take them out. Already both the Infernos are taken out very quickly. Oh, and I missed it on the bottom side here. He's got a loon, or he had 2 loons to take out some of the defenses over here. A couple jumps and some rages, and a well-timed Warden ability gets him through this base pretty easily. Let's fast forward, and he has just a slew of troops left. Didn't even phase him. Next attack, Messi got a 100% against a max Town Hall 10. And then another new member for us, Sid. He's a new Town Hall 11, and he only has level 1 bowlers. So it's pretty impressive what he's able to do with them. He's been attacking Town Hall 11s. I just don't have any other replays of it. But he's able to take out some pretty strong Town Hall 11s with level 1 bowlers as well. So he uses a Valkyrie on the 3 o'clock side and his Archer Queen to create a good funnel here. Actually, he's not funneling here. I forgot he attacks on the 10 o'clock side, I think, with his troops. But he's waiting for his Queen to start swinging around to follow up his main kill squad, his main group of troops. So he uses a couple Giants as a distraction for defenses to focus on them, and he follows it up with his Grand Warden. You're going to see some of the bowlers are going to wander off to the side, but they're going to recenter once these storage or these elixir pumps are taken out. So now he gets him center, and he freezes the clan castle. That clan castle could do pretty good damage against him. He also was able to freeze the Inferno that was there previously. And you're gonna watch. He gets a little bit of luck on this attack. Getting lucky is very important sometimes on these raids. He would have been able to 3-star this base regardless if he had some more time. But I believe, if I remember this attack correctly, his Archer Queen has like 1 HP left by this cannon. Yeah, you can't even see the sliver there. And she's going to really help clear out this base on the perimeter. So you have the healers still alive, falling behind the bowlers as they take out some defenses. And the Queen is going to go around the south side and on the exterior and take out some of this junk over on the sides. So it was a great attack by Sid. And then I think he 3-starred the next base as well. Yes, he did. Let me bring you to another one. Here's Aegon. He's a newer member for us as well. He's going to use a surgical Govaho on this attack. He starts off with his 2 golems. He's going to use a bunch of whiz on the south side here, on the southeast side. There's no real defenses there that can mess with his wizards. So he's able to clear that whole section out. And he's going to hold on the Valks, which is very important for the clan castle to get taken out first, because he wasn't really sure what was in it. minions, loons, golems. They're able to mess up Valkyries pretty good. Unfortunately, some of his troops and his BK wander off because he waited so long on dropping them, but he's still going to get through this base pretty easily, if I recall correctly. Uses his rage here up top while his Valkyries are taking out all these perimeter defenses and junk over here. Oh, and I forgot he has the surgical going on the bottom side here with his hogs. And heal placement right in the center of this compartment. It's going to be perfect to keep them all kicking. And he gets through the space pretty well, even though there could have been a serious flaw with all the Valks going on the outside, but he does a great job of recovering. So I'll bring Matt's attack on their 17. He's going to use a Govaho as well. One of the most important parts of every attack, as I've stated in the past, it's all about the funneling. If your troops wander off, then you're going to be in some serious trouble. So he gets everything inside. There's a golem in the CC, which does about, I believe it was 550 damage, roughly 2 giant bombs. So he knows there's going to be a double giant bomb there and pre-drops his heal spell along with helping the Valkyries against the golem that was inside the clan castle. So 2 jumps, gets him through a good chunk of this base, and now the Hog's turn to tear up the rest of it. We're going to swing around up top, only lost a handful to the other giant bomb that he assumed was sitting right there. And he's going to swing around up top. Our Town Hall 9s have been just absolutely wonderful for us recently. Town Hall 9s can be a big differentiating factor in wars nowadays. Everything's expected to get 3-star, and if you have your top guys have to drop down to clear 9s, then you're going to be in some serious trouble. We used to have that issue. Currently, our Town Hall 9s have just, like I said, been phenomenal. That's actually what happened with the Bears. Their Town Hall 9s were not able to clean all our 9s, and some of their Town Hall 10s had to drop down. So here's Mama Yisa's attack. He's actually from previous clan we faced, Blue Star. He came over after we beat their clan, and he's been great for us. His other account, Naldi, is one of our top Town Hall 10s. Just a great attacker overall. We actually had a handful of people come from that clan, and they've been just kicking butt for us. Really glad that they're here. So he knows inside this base was attacked previously by someone else, and he knows inside is a hound. So he does not need to save any poisons for the hound, for the hound that's inside there. So he's going to use an earthquake on this base to really open it up. And drops his core squad in there. Drops the earthquake. Doesn't even worry about the hound at all. He knows it's going to be popped eventually by the Archer Queen, but in the meantime, these Valkyries are just going to obliterate this base's core. They just have no problem taking out all these defenses inside the core here. And he's going to start dropping some hogs as all the defenses are distracted up top and on the sides here. With the clan castle full of hogs. And he does a great job on this base as well. You can see the little pups following, but they're not able to do anything. Next, I'm going to bring you Frozen Blades attack on their 20. He's another member from Blue Star that came over, and he's been nothing but great for us with his attacks. He's 3-star in almost every attack for us. So he's going to start with a queen walk up top, just like a lot of attacks you're seeing with queen walks. And uses some giants for distraction. Opens up the base here on the side. And they're going to meet in the middle. He pre-drops his heal for his Valkyries as they're about to pop that golem in the center here. So that's definitely needed for Clan Castle over Golem. And he's going to start dropping his hogs momentarily. See, he drops a couple giants so that they distract the defenses before he drops the hogs, because they have much higher HP. And he flies through the space as well. Actually, I forgot this was a little closer than anticipated, but he still has another heal right here, and he's able to take out this whole top quadrant over here with his hogs and one heal. Next attack is El Jefe. Our Mexican amigo. And he's going to exploit the expos here. These expos are set to ground, and a lot of people are doing that now. Air attacks are becoming less and less prevalent nowadays, especially with the emergence of Valkyries and now the bowlers. So all he has to do is really take out these 2 air defenses and hopefully get some more out of the way, and he doesn't have to worry about these higher HP and strength expos after the updates, because they're set to ground mode. These blowers are going to be quite annoying for him, however. He's not able to take any of them out. I would have opened up the base at the bottom here where the queen is right now, just to get at least one of the blowers out of the way and some defenses, but still able to 3 it without doing that. Then drops a couple hounds, follows it up with his loons, and use 2 haste spells because there's so much exterior junk. He can only drop the loons way on the exterior, way on the perimeters, and as we all know, loons are just so slow. These bottom loons are all going to get taken out, but the top group are going to be protected by the hounds, and he's going to get through this base. Great attack, exploiting the base's weaknesses that people just forget about nowadays. The new upgraded hounds and loons might start bringing more attacks at the higher levels, but I guess we'll see. These bowlers are looking pretty great right now at Town Hall 11. There might not be any need for them. I'll bring you our last attack I'm going to show by Madrista. He uses a Govaholo. Just only has 3 loons, but they're going to be pretty important for him in this attack. So he's going to start out at the 9 o'clock side. There's a little trouble with the golem and the wizards getting inside at first, but doesn't really need them. And luckily that golem was right there to pop the giant bombs. Very helpful for him. Doesn't have to waste a heal as early on the Valkyries. He still drops a heal there anyway. I think it was a little early, in my opinion. I would have dropped it more towards the center because they hadn't really taken any damage at that point. But still worked out great for him. Now you see his hogs at the bottom side here, and he still has plenty of Valkyries left. All those skellies were taken out, which can be quite a nuisance. He's going to trigger the second double giant bomb, but he's going to be alright and get through this base anyway. Oh, here's the loon drop. Very good. There's only 3 loons, but he knows to drop 2 on the defense capable of taking out air troops, and only drops 1 on the cannon side. So he can not only take out the cannon, but also the mortar. He's gonna, and that loon eventually is gonna follow up, and I believe it takes out the wizard tower for him as well. So, great attack by Madrista, and this just brought us to 299 wins. We are right now in war for our 300th win, and looks like we're gonna get it. So thanks for listening, and I'll be bringing another video for our 300th win soon.